Hello, welcome. If you're watching this part of the video, you're watching the replay, so make sure to use hashtag replay so I can thank you so much for watching. If you want to be notified anytime I go live, all you have to do, press down on my face, hit follow, ring the bell, and if another presenter shared this video with you, please make sure you go back and shop with her. For those of you new here, welcome. My name is Katie. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I work full-time. I love makeup and skincare. I truly believe every single woman wants to look and feel her best, and I have the tools and the resources to help you get there, and I'm super distracted by my nails. I painted them black and gold. Purdue is playing in the Sweet 16 this upcoming weekend, so I'm super excited about that. I wanted to share with you step by step my spring break must-haves. Now, I will tell you, I went ahead and after I washed my face at my sink, I never washed my face in the shower. That hot water is going to strip all of the natural oils that your skin produces and can cause your body to try to produce more oil. So if you feel like you're super oily and you wash your face in the shower, try to not get hot water on your face. Wash your face at the sink with lukewarm water. And after a period of time, you should see a reduction in the amount of oil that your body produces. But when you strip all of that oil, any of the products that you use that are stripping those natural oils, it's going to cause your body to produce more. So that is some suggestions. A lot of times, unfortunately, drugstore skincare has a really big swing in pH, and so that can also cause irritation with the skin. So that's why I really like the rose water, because it balances that pH level for your skin. Wherever you're at on the spectrum, it helps to balance it. So what I do is I wash my face with my customizable cleanser, and then I spray my rose water on my face. I let that dry, and then I go in with my serums. So I've already done that part to my face, but I will tell you, if like you can see, I still have a little bit of sun here, but I used the rose water twice. One right when I was sunburned, and then again yesterday morning, and it's toned down significantly. And then of course, like I went on a walk and I got more sun. So what I like to do when that happens is I just spray the rose water on the area where I'm experiencing a little bit of sunburn, and that really helps to calm the skin, and I just let it dry naturally. The other thing is that I'm going to share with you, and I put a link, if you're watching over on YouTube, I put a link in the description so you can see all of the products that I'm using. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix my tanning drops. This is that La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer with SPF 30 I was telling you about yesterday. I'm going to show you how I mix the two of them. Now, when you use tanning products, you ideally need to use a mitt. All right. So I put in the YouTube description all of the Tropez products, the mitt that I use, and I use that all over my body. For my face, I use the Unique Tanning Drops. And what I do is I take about anywhere from a half to a third. It depends on like how much I need to get caught up. Right now I need to get caught up quite a bit. So I'm going to take half of a dropper and I'm going to drop it onto my mitt. So I'll hold that up so you can kind of see that there. Then what I do is I take my La Roche-Posay moisturizer and I squeeze that on top. And then I'm going to kind of use my I keep one of these spatulas handy. I'm going to kind of mix the two products together. The tanning drops work best when they're mixed in with some type of a lotion, whether it's your face moisturizer or your body lotion. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the mitt on and I'm going to massage that all over my face, my neck, my ears, and kind of just work it into the skin. And I don't experience any kind of streaking or unevenness with this tanner. I'm very, very impressed. It has a nice light scent. It's not overwhelming. It doesn't smell like tanning product. And then I let that completely dry before I go in with my face primer. So that is how you want to use the rose water. Let that completely dry on your face before you go in with your serums. And then the last step for me is I mix my La Roche-Posay moisturizer with SPF 30, because you should be wearing SPF every single day, and my tanning drops together. And I apply that all over the face and I let that dry. Now, again, I put the link to the La Roche-Posay and the tanning drops in the description because I wanted to do a like my spring break must-haves tutorial. So yesterday I briefly mentioned them, but some of the products I didn't actually have on hand here with me. So I wanted to take a moment today and actually like show them with you. So share them with you. All right, so I went ahead and I put on my Moodstruck Eye Primer. This is great at really allowing your pigments. I just dropped the lid and it's all the way back there. Story of my life. It's great at allowing your pigments to pop, preventing them from creasing, holding them in place all day long. I'll do something a little different. All right, so again, this is the last full week. There's still a couple more days next week where you can grab the March special. If you're interested in that, make sure you just say special in the comments below. It's any 3 complexion products, 25% savings, 4 or more, 30% savings. So the mattifying primer is really great at minimizing the appearance of your pores. If you have dry skin, you can use this as well. Boop, boop, boop. I'm getting the primer everywhere. I like to kind of rub it between my fingers and then press it into the skin. It has this mushroom extract in it, so it doesn't dry out your skin, but it also helps to give you more of a matte finish with your makeup. All right, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to massage that into the skin. I need a little bit more for my forehead. Like that. And then I'm going to let that dry. Now, remember, I always say, like, ideally you want to let your primer dry for about 5 minutes before you go in with your face makeup. We're just going to keep it moving so that way you can see the whole tutorial in a decent amount of time, like 10 minutes or less. All right, so next I talked about the BB cream. And yesterday I used my hands. You can use your hands. I like to use my kabuki brush. So I'm going to take a little bit of product onto my kabuki brush, just like so, and press that into the skin. So yesterday I was more like, hey, if you're traveling, you don't want a lot of tools in your makeup bag, you can definitely apply the BB cream with your hand. You can definitely use the sponge in the pressed powder, but I'm going to show you a little bit of a different variation today. And again, these are my spring break must-haves. When I am going on spring break soon, these are the products that I am going to take with me. All right, so I'm going to take that and look at that. Gives you just a nice light coverage. The BB cream does. It has shea butter in it. So it's very hydrating for the skin, and that's where you get more of a dewy finish. So if you're somebody that really likes a dewy finish, no matter what foundation you get, you can always mix a little BB cream in with it, and you're going to get more of that dewy finish because of that product. Unique carries a variety of foundations because different people like different coverage, like different finishes, and have different skin types, right? So for me, I like the BB cream as long as I put a little bit of powder on top of it. I have that oily combination skin. I like to have a little bit more of a matte finish. So also, it gives you a little bit more coverage. So I'm going to be applying the Complexion Plus pressed powder in the shade Taffeta with my powder concealer brush. All right, so again, the Complexion products, these products that I'm putting on my face, the primer, the BB cream, these are all the Complexion Plus powder. These are all part of the March special. All right, so again, the March special is any 3 complexion products, 25% savings, 4 or more complexion products, 30% savings. So 4 or more. And the cool thing is, if you wanted to stock up on powder, for example, you could get all powder. It used to be back in the day, oh my word, you had to get one of each thing. And a lot of times our concealer is so pigmented, like you didn't need to get another concealer, right? You just were like, oh, another concealer. Now you get to pick. You get to pick. You could do all the same thing, okay? So again, my must, I listed it all over in the description, is rose water. Helps with sunburns, bug bites. Use it as a toner and part of your skincare routine. I use it morning and night. The tanning drops, I added that today because I mix it in with my moisturizer, and this is a safe way to tan without giving your skin sun damage. And I list all of my sunless tanner products over in the description over on YouTube. I love the Tropez sunless tanning products. They're just amazing. They don't smell. They're not streaky. I'm just super always happy with the results. All right. Then primer is a must. BB cream is great at hydrating, giving you a little bit of coverage. So even if you don't want a full face of makeup, it's a great option. And then I like to top mine with the powder. You can also wear the powder on its own. Again, I think it's great for when you're traveling to the beach. You want just like a little bit of coverage. It has a nice mirror with it. So you can stick that in your purse. You can use the sponge, but today I use the powder concealer brush so you could kind of see how that works. So stay tuned. Each day I'm going to share with you my spring break must-haves. I'm going to kind of continue to share the same things, but I'm going to add some new things in there as well. So stay tuned for more spring break must-haves. Have a great day, everyone.